Oh, and yeah, man. Hold on one second. Sorry, I'm gonna have to re-ask you that one. I just forgot to hit record like a dope. Hold on one second here. I'm gonna redo that with you. All right, guys. This is Crazy Kev here, and I'm here with Keron Reed. Keron, how we doing, my man?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. So, Keron, talk us a little bit more about that fight you got coming up, man.
Yes, sir. June 14th, the CFFC in Philadelphia, going against Christian McCauley. Finna take that off from.
Let's go, let's go. Yeah, now talk us a little bit more about that matchup, man. I mean, what was it like to kind of get an undefeated opponent? And do you think this may be your hardest matchup so far?
Definitely not my hardest matchup. I've been trying to get this fight since December. He declined the first time. I had to call him out on Instagram to get this matchup, and he finally accepted it after my Instagram call out.
Nice, nice. No, I like it, man. So, what are you kind of doing to prepare for this guy now?
I've just been doing preparing how I usually prepare for most of my fights. I'm just way more locked in this time. Way more. I just train all day, every day. I don't do nothing else. I don't got no job. I ain't got no kids to take care of. Nothing. I just train all day long. So this is my life. This is what I do all day.
I like it. I like it. Now, kind of talk to us a little bit more about how you kind of get into fighting, man.
Um, it started off my brother. He was like a big UFC fan. Like when I was like probably like 9 years old, 8 9 years old, and I never, back in the day, UFC, it used to be like crazy, like no
Yeah.
rules type shit, different weight classes. It didn't have no weight class, so I never like picture. I never even thought of myself for doing it. And then back in the days, like the heavyweight division and the light heavyweight division was the most popular divisions at the time. So I didn't. For me, I got to see somebody that's like similar to me, something that I can see myself doing. I never seen that, so I never like really just seen myself doing it. And then, but my brother got me into it, and I think the first UFC fight I ever watched was BJ Penn and Diego Sanchez, and I used to love Diego Sanchez too. And
That's awesome.
I just, but really like it was like one time I graduated high school. After I graduated high school, I was just asleep one day, and I woke up and then this shit was on my TV. It was like a Bellator event, but it was like the early prelim. So it's like two people with like less than five fights, and then I'm just watching them fight. And I had a lot of street fights, and just me being me, I'm looking at them on the TV. I'm like, bro, if they can do that, I can do that because there's no way these guys. It's like two unathletic guys. I was like, if they can do this, I know I can do it. And then ever since then, I just went on Google, started looking up boxing gyms, and I went to a boxing gym, and that's how I really got into it. So.
Nice, nice. So, talk to us a little bit more about those street fights, man. Do you got any crazy stories with them?
I talk about one of my most recent street fights. My most recent street fight before I started fighting. Um, I was in high school. I was like crazy in high school, bro. But like people shooting dice, like craps and stuff.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
They was doing that in the hallway. So I caught them doing it in the hallway, and I walked in the middle of the dice game, and I grabbed I grabbed all the money at the middle of the dice game, and so they got mad, of course, but the principal was in the hallway, so they couldn't really do what they wanted to do. And me and the principal was like real cool, like because he was my principal in middle school too, and he ended up coming to my high school, so he couldn't really do nothing about me taking the money from their dice game. And but we actually lived in the same neighborhood, but I didn't know that at the time. And I never used to ride the bus to school. I was always like one of my friends would come pick me up, and I guess he rode the bus, and then he seen one of my friends driving to my house, and he told him he was like he stopped his car and told him that he wanted to fight me. But I was just sitting in the house chilling, watching TV, and they came to my house and they ended up telling me. All I did was get up off the couch. I didn't say why he wanted to fight me, nothing. I got up off the couch, put some socks on, went outside, beat him up in my socks. I seen the video. It's on my Instagram. I posted it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I haven't seen that video. I'll have to check it out. That's really funny. And yeah, with that being said, man, getting back into your like fighting and stuff. I mean, who's some of your best training partners, and what do you typically like to do in the gym when you're training?
I got a lot of good training partners. I got Josh Altum. He's I think like a 6 or 7 fight pro featherweight. I got Josh Walker. I got Tonyo. He's an undefeated pro. The other one's an 8-1 pro. I got a Kyle Todrink. He wrestled in college. I got a lot of good training partners, bro. You know, it's surprisingly, I hated grappling when I first started. When I first started doing MMA, but that's probably like my favorite thing to train. Like I like doing a lot of grappling.
Nice, nice. That's pretty cool, man. And what are the vibes like in the gym, man? What kind of music are you listening to when you're training?
We listen to everything, but when I get on the ox, I'm listening to like Lil Baby, Young Boy, a lot of shit, Houston music, a lot of different shit.
There you go, there you go. And we were talking about it a little bit before you joined the interview. You got the Gucci hat on. Talk to us a little bit more about the drip, man. What else do you like to rock?
I like the design and shit, but mostly I'm always training. I'm always training, so I'm like putting on sweats like Reebok, Nike, shit like that. But when I like go out for a fight, I go like spend like $2,000-3,000 on the outfit if I'm getting prepared to fight.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. And with that being said, man, with you training and everything like that, what was maybe like something that was hard to kind of master in the gym when you first started?
Honestly, I don't really think nothing was. I mean, like I said, like um, when I first started, I hated. I didn't hate it grappling, but that would always be um, in the gym only, not in fights. It never happened really, but in the gym, that would be my weak point for like probably like my first 2 years was the grappling. Like I was just because I started out boxing and I would always have that edge over people, and then when I started going to the gym I'm at now, it's like a lot of good wrestling. We got a wrestling program at our gym too, and it's a lot of good wrestlers at our gym. So that's when I really realized that grappling was like my weak point. And then every day I just grapple, 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 grapple. I started doing jujitsu tournaments. I was winning jujitsu tournaments every single time. I probably did like 5 jujitsu tournaments. I came first place all 5 of them, and I was just like, that's when I started really liking grappling like that.
Very nice, very nice. So, what are the nerves kind of like when you're fighting or even doing these like jujitsu tournaments? Do you happen to get nervous at all when you're competing?
Jiu-jitsu tournaments, I don't give a fuck about jiu-jitsu, bro.
There you go.
So I don't. It's crazy. Like when it's something I don't care about, I won't get no nerve. I did boxing matches too. When I started boxing, I already knew I wanted to do MMA. So like whatever happens in the boxing ring, I really don't care because it's not MMA. So I
Right.
would have no nerves in doing jujitsu, no nerves doing boxing. I would have no nerves, none of that. And in fights, I get nervous, but like it just depends. Not every fight I get nervous. It'll be some fights I don't get nervous. Some fights I do get nervous. I done fought somebody that was like 4-1, all 4 knockouts. I wasn't nervous for him at all. Then I fought one fighter. He was like 0-4, and I was nervous as fuck to fight him. So it's just always different.
Now, why was that? Why was the 0-4 fighter somebody you were nervous for?
It was like it was like my third amateur fight. He's probably like the only backwards fighter that I ever fought to, and it was just like I think I fought him. I was fighting at 135, and I fought him at 145 at the time. And I was just thinking like it's just something weird. Like I can't let me be the first person he beat. I got to go out there and dominate. I got to go out there and finish him early, like just because he's an 0-4 fighter.
Right, right. No, that definitely makes sense. I would be feeling the same way in a sense. And with that being said, I mean, how hard is it to kind of get fights? I mean, was it always like an issue to kind of find fights?
Bro, when I was an amateur, I would fight like every other month. Like I was getting fights like that, bro. As soon as I turned, and then I actually tore my bicep and got injured before my pro debut. And even that fight wasn't hard to get. Like I was getting fights like easy. And it's just weird. After I came back, I had like almost a 3-year layoff. It was like 2 years and 10 months. And ever since then, it's been so hard for me to get fights. I don't know why.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
don't make no sense to me. Like
Huh. No, that definitely doesn't make sense. And
I my gym, like it's a heavyweight dude. He's 6'9". His name Miles Banks. He knocks everybody out there he fights. And he gets fights like that, like that. I'm like, bro, how the fuck do you get all these fights and you putting everybody to sleep that you fight and I can't get? It just don't make no sense to me.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. And yeah, that's the one thing I learned, man, when it comes to like the amateur scene, like some of these fighters that like take fights and then they'll like pull out last second or anything like that. Do you happen to have like any like funny stories? Anyone like taking a fight, maybe pulling out on you?
Right. This happened last June. Like probably it was like a year ago today. Actually, I was gonna fight June 9th last year.
Yeah.
Um, I was supposed to fight this dude. He fought upper weight class. I went upper weight class to fight him too. And well, he usually fight at featherweight, but we agreed to fight at first. We was gonna fight at bantamweight. Then at the beginning of the negotiations, he's like he can't make 135, so we was gonna fight at 140. I'm like, that's cool. We can fight at 140. And then so weigh-in day come, he show up at 145. So I'm like, damn, I gave you the catch weight and you still missed that by 5 pounds. If you wanted to, we could have just fought at 145 from the jump. And then I actually was able to get his whole purse. And then the promoter was telling me like, oh, you got to at least leave him with $100. I'm like, hell nah. Like, we agreed to this weight and he missed that weight by 5 pounds. And then the promoter was telling me, he was like, if you leave him with $100, I'll give you 200 out of my own pocket. I'm like, all right, that's cool. So I left him with his little $100. So then he was talking crazy too. And like he was just talking shit the whole time. Like you would think after somebody missed weight by that much, they'd be like cool, be more respectful. But he was just talking shit. After I agreed to still fight him, he was just talking shit, talking shit. So then we go to the venue the next day. I walk in. I was like kind of late too, and we walk in. He probably like one of the first people I seen when I walked in the venue. I looked at him and he looked at me, and I'm just like looking in his face, like just imagining in my head what I'm gonna do to him. And so as I'm getting my hands wrapped, it's like we like 3 fights away from our fight. I'm getting my hands wrapped and shit, and the commission people like they're looking for him. They're telling that they can't find him. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? But I'm not trying to worry. I'm not. They just my coach telling me like, just don't worry about that. Like, just keep your mind focused. Don't worry about shit. Then I just after I get done wrapping my hands, I just get up on my own and go find a promoter. And I'm asking the promoter like, what's up? What's going on? He like, I can't find him. And I'm like, bro, what you mean you can't find him? And he's like, he left the building. And they flew him from Chicago to Houston. And he got up and walked out the venue like three fights before our fight.
That's insane.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
I like um, sometimes my followers
Wait, hold on. Oh, hold on. You're kind of breaking up. What were you saying?
my followers take it too far sometimes.
Yeah.
And
Oh, you broke up again. You said your followers take it too far, and then I lost you again.
yeah,
Sorry.
my followers like sending him death threats and shit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And he deleted his Instagram, and I haven't heard from him since. I be still trying to check where his Instagram at. Shit. He deleted his Instagram. He haven't fought since. He just went off. I don't know where he went. He just went into hide.
So you retired him just like looking at him, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
definitely
that's
man.
probably the craziest one that happened to me. But
Yeah,
they still pay me. I sold a lot of tickets. They pay me, and it's actually that's the fight the most money I ever made in a fight, and I didn't even fight.
dude, there you go. So you got paid, you
Yeah,
retired some guy without even having to fight him.
I would like to have that win on my record. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I would count that as a win. I mean, you
I
retired the
would,
guy, it
I
seems
would
like.
count those as wins. So.
Yeah, man, no, that's definitely awesome. And yeah, with that being said, like speaking about like the selling tickets and stuff, I mean, talk us a little bit more about like the behind the scenes stuff that like, like the fans don't usually know about that the fighters have to deal with.
So I don't really fight in Houston a lot. I did as an amateur, but I don't really like fighting where I'm from because like people, you gotta fight. You gotta say you'll have a fight like 8 weeks out, 10 weeks out. People would not say nothing about tickets the whole time. They will wait till the week of the fight. Hey, I need tickets, texting your phone. And then you got to think that's the week that we couldn't wait. And then some people wait to weigh in. They calling me. Some people wait to fight day. hey, why can I get tickets? Why I get the tickets from? Can I buy a ticket from you? And I don't even be answering the phone and shit sometimes because like I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want
Yeah,
to. That's probably one thing I hate dealing with, and that's why I don't like fighting in Houston. I like fighting out of town.
there you go. No, that definitely makes sense. And yeah, when it comes to just like fighting and stuff, you mentioned that you like fighting out of towns. Or any dream venues you'd like to fight in?
I want to fight at the MGM for sure.
There you go. No, the
Yeah,
MGM would be
I
sick.
want to fight out of all the venues. Like people usually say, Madison Square Garden and shit. I don't want. I know New York take a lot of taxes and shit, so I don't want to fight there. I want to fight at the MGM though. That's why I want to fight.
There you go. Smart thinking there. And yeah, man, what do you typically like to do outside of the cage as well too?
Shit, I don't do shit else with this, bro. But shit, I like I'm like a food connoisseur, bro. I be going all over. I really people be telling me I need to like start recording that shit, make a YouTube because I would drive an hour, bro, to go get some food like from anywhere. Like that's what I do. I just like to go out and eat and shit.
Okay, okay. So what do you typically like to eat then?
Um, I like everything, but I'm a pasta guy.
Okay,
I like
pasta.
pasta. I love steak. I eat a steak every day. I'm cooking a steak right now actually.
There you go. That's awesome.
I eat a steak, but that's in camp though. Like in camp, I would eat a steak every single day, and then
Okay.
I've been trying to like I try to eat clean too, but when after I fight, I'm gonna eat like fried chicken. I'm gonna eat. I just be eating shit for no reason, bro. Like pastries, all type of shit. Shit that I don't even like, bro. I just eat it just 'cause you know how.
That's funny as well. Yeah, no, that's funny. So like you mentioned, you're like traveling to like go out to these different places. I mean, like, what's maybe some of your top places you maybe ate at?
Um, when I went to Dallas, I went to Dallas when I was supposed to fight in Dallas last month too, and that opponent pulled out on weigh-in day. So it's crazy too. This I hate when this happens. Like, so when my opponent pull out that close to the fight, I'm like, bro, fuck it. I'm just gonna go eat whatever.
Yeah,
And and then so I went to this. It's like this top notch barbecue. I forgot what it's called. I think it's like called Hutchins or some shit. It was literally the best barbecue I ever had in my life though. But
yeah,
I had like brisket, sausage. They had like this little jalapeno, this bacon wrap jalapeno with brisket in it and cream cheese. That shit was amazing. I had mac and cheese, beans. I had they get free desserts. I had all that shit, and then uh, and I had drove out there for nothing too. So I'm like really pissed. And so after I ate that shit, I went home. Then as soon as I made it back to Houston, they literally called me like the next 2 hours, and they're like, somebody else at your weight class just pulled out. Do you want to fight him? I'm like, God damn! Like I done ate all this food. I done drove all the way back to Houston, and then the promoter was just like, he found out that I drove back to Houston, so he just like, fuck it. But if I
yeah.
would have stayed, I probably would have been able to fight. So
Oh wow.
shit like that be happening.
That's annoying. No, that's definitely frustrating. And yeah, one thing I mentioned as well too when I was setting up the interview with you, I'm a Taekwondo instructor. I've been teaching for 6 years, training for 19 years. So I love martial arts, man. And with that being said, with all the different guys I have at my gym, what advice do you give to them to keep on coming into the gym and to keep on getting better and better every day?
You just got to stay consistent, bro. Like it was times. I remember the first time I walked in the gym, it was like this 60-year-old dude. He was making me tap every 40, 30 seconds, bro, of a round, bro. And I had, it was one time he probably made me tap like 5 times in a round. And I looked at him. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing to me, bro? And then he just started laughing, bro. He said, "You're athletic, bro. You got talent." He said, "Just keep showing up." He said, and that's the advice he had for me. He's like, "Just keep showing up." He said, and then everything will come. Just keep showing up, no matter what. Just keep showing up. He's like, "You're talented. You're gifted. Just keep showing up." Ever since he told me that, I just did that, and then it'll gradually come to you.
Yeah,
That's
no,
why I
that
was
definitely
like,
makes
no
sense.
matter what, bro. No matter if you're losing every day. I done seen people some people start off with a horrible amateur career and they like super good pros right now. So I just say just keep showing up, stay close to God, and always believe in yourself.
Yeah, no, I definitely think that's a solid message, man. I definitely think consistency is key. And dude, it's been awesome talking to you, Karan. And then with that being said, I mean, what's maybe your final message out there for the fans watching this video?
Um, I'm gonna put on an exciting show June 14th, and fuck Christian McCauley.
There we go. I like that message, man. And yeah, we're looking forward to your matchup June 14th, and we're looking forward to what's next afterwards. Thank you so much for taking the time, my man.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I used to keep it respectful, but Christian McCauley, he been talking a lot of crazy. I kept it respectful in all my other interviews, but he been talking real crazy. So I'm a, I got a different type of fire on him. So and he gonna see it on June 14th.
There you go. He's talking crazy, so you gotta talk crazy on the Crazy Kev show. There we go. I like it, man. So yeah, man, thank you so much for coming on. And yeah, man, enjoy your weekend and have an awesome fight, man.
All right, bro. I appreciate you.
Let's go. All right, man. Have a good rest of your day. Take care.
You too.